How to actually build a 750 plus credit score, step by step. At this point, you already know the mistakes. You understand how FICO actually thinks. Now let's talk about what most people never learn. How to actually build a high-level credit profile on purpose. Not guessing, not hoping, controlling it. First thing you need to understand, a high credit score isn't about doing one thing right. It's about stacking multiple factors together: consistency, structure, and strategy. Let's start with utilization. Everyone talks about the 30% rule, but if you're trying to build a strong profile, 30% is not the goal. It's the danger zone. You want to be under 10%, and even better, 1 to 5%. That's the sweet spot. That's where the system sees you as low risk, but still active. And here's the advanced move most people miss. Not all cards should report balances. You want one card reporting a small balance, and the rest reporting zero. That creates the perfect signal: activity without risk. Use your card. Let a small amount report, then pay it off before interest hits. That's how you stay optimized. You need to control when your balance reports, because your statement balance is what gets sent to the credit bureaus, not your current balance. So if you let a high balance report, even if you pay it off later, your score can drop. That's why timing matters. Use your card, let a small amount report, then pay it off before interest hits. That's how you stay optimized. Now let's talk about building your profile, because your score alone will not get you approved. You need depth, you need structure, you need a thick file. What does that mean? More accounts, more history, more data. Strong profiles usually have multiple credit cards, at least one installment loan, and a long history of on-time payments. If your file is thin, even a high score won't carry you far. So how do you build that? Slowly, strategically, not all at once. This is where people mess up. They apply for multiple cards, trying to build fast, and end up looking risky. Instead, you want spacing. Apply, wait, build history, then apply again. Think long-term. Now let's talk about credit limits, because this is one of the fastest ways to improve your profile. Higher limits, lower utilization. Lower utilization, higher scores. Simple. So instead of opening new accounts too fast, you can request credit limit increases. But here's the key: only do it after showing consistent usage and payments. You want to prove to lenders that you can handle more. Now let's get into something powerful. Authorized users. This is one of the few ways to boost a profile quickly. But most people use it wrong. They think any account helps. It doesn't. You need a strong account. Long history, perfect payment record, low utilization. If you get added to a weak account, you inherit that weakness. So be selective. Done right, this can accelerate your growth. Done wrong, it can drag you down. Next, let's talk about momentum, because credit is not static. It moves based on activity. If nothing is happening, nothing improves. That's why people get stuck. No new accounts, no usage, no growth. You need controlled movement. Use your cards, manage balances, show consistency. That's what builds momentum. Now let's talk about avoiding damage, because building credit is one thing, but protecting it, that's everything. One missed payment can erase months of progress. One maxed out card can drop your score fast. That's why discipline matters. Set autopay, track your balances, stay consistent, because the system rewards patterns. Here's something most people don't think about: your relationship with lenders. Not all banks view you the same. Some are stricter, some are more flexible, and some use their own internal rules. So building relationships with certain banks can actually improve your approval odds over time. That's why consistency matters, even beyond your score. Now let's bring everything together. If you want a 750 plus profile, you need low utilization, on-time payments, strong account mix, growing limits, and consistent activity. No shortcuts, no hacks, just execution. And here's the truth most people don't want to hear: this takes time. You can't rush credibility, you can't fake history. You build it by showing the same behavior over and over again. At the end of the day, credit isn't complicated, it's just misunderstood. Once you understand the system, you stop reacting and start controlling it. If you made it this far, you're already ahead of most people. Now it's about applying it. If you want to keep leveling up your credit, subscribe, because I'm breaking this down daily and showing you exactly how to build a strong profile the right way.